So welcome to my 2-card combo cheat sheet for Ghoti. To read this chart, you're going to take a card from the horizontal rows and a card from the vertical rows, and where these two cards meet, you're going to find a cell with colors and letters. These colors and letters represent a combo that these two cards can do, and you can refer to the key on the top right to see what it means. For example, Tuna, also known as Beautiful Princess, and Schiff meet in a yellow cell with the letter A. This means these cards make one disruption by summoning either A for Ascan or T for Totally Awesome. In this case, Schiff was a dead card. Tuna did all the work in summoning Ascan because Tuna summons Leaffish, which is a well-known one-card Ascan combo. Down here where Schiff and Tuna meet again, but this time in Schiff's horizontal row, you'll find an A-, which means this combo ended on Ascan, and the horizontal card, in this case Schiff, did none of the work. So it gets no credit and the cell is red. On the right side of the graph, we add up all the total combos the horizontal card can do. The red cell with A- gets added to Schiff's none total, none meaning no combo. And we find that Schiff only gets credit for one Ascan combo. This combo involves using the field spell Deepest Depths to search for Exeep. The green combos, both D and DA, are virtually the same combo because they end on one disruption, Deep Beyond, that wipes the board. Just the letter D by itself means you're summoning Deep Beyond. The letters DA summons Ascan, then immediately jumps into Deep Beyond, usually because you're forced into banishing a Zep right away in the combo with something like Psiics. Summoning Ascan before Deep Beyond can be useful at getting your opponent to use an effect early before you summon Deep Beyond, but it's not as useful as having the control to go into Deep Beyond whenever you feel like it. So that brings us to the blue cells with the letter D plus A. This is a combo where you can summon Ascan then go into Deep Beyond whenever you feel like it. So it's a true type of 2 disruptions for 2 cards. The yellow and green combos are not as great in terms of card advantages because you're only getting 1 disruption out of 2 cards, and the blue combos are where you're starting to see more neutral exchanges, where you're trading 2 cards for 2 disruptions. This purple area is the best combos Ghoti can do because they give 3 or more disruptions. If we add blue and purple combos together, we get the total amount of our best combos in the white column. This graph is organized from top to bottom, the cards with the most amount of best combos to the least amount. We can see here that Tuna, Piri Reese Map, Supe, Duskwalker, Abyss Shark, Leaffish, Pisces, and Ready Fusion are the most consistent combo pieces in a Ghoti deck. Many of the cards at the bottom are still very important for extending your combos, despite being very bricky. When I build my Ghoti deck, I try to keep the number of cards in the bottom 10 of this graph to a minimum total of 5 or less cards. If you haven't noticed, the most consistent cards in the game usually can all be negated by Ash Blossom. This also highlights the correlation between consistency and power, as the most consistent cards also happen to be the cards that end on the best end boards. So to me, this also stresses the importance of not being too risk adverse. You don't want to take out too many cards that can be negated by Ash Blossom because you're also cutting the power of your deck. So the goal would be to find some middle ground between power and consistency. So hopefully this combo cheat sheet offers some useful insight into building your Ghoti decks. I'll have a link to the Ghoti Discord and a link to the most updated version of this combo sheet in the description, and that's all for now.